My name is Kenya Evans, and I'm the District Social Worker for Kennedale ISD.
Hello, I'm Emily Whitmire, and I'm the District Social Worker for Kennedale ISD as well.
Hi, I am Tina Thomas. I am the KHS CIS worker.
Hello, I'm Myra Tovar. I'm the CIS social worker at Kennedale Junior High.
Today we're going to speak to you about the services that us social workers provide here for Kennedale ISD. We're going to talk about the roles that we play on each campuses as well as the campuses that we cover. And then we'll also go into a little in depth of the differences between the school counselor as well as the social worker on campuses. As I said, my name is Kenya Evans and I service Patterson Elementary as well as Arthur Intermediate. So again, this morning we're going to speak about the roles and responsibilities that we share on each campuses. So although we're a social worker and we have the school counselors on campus, our role is a tad bit different. We provide community resources, and as stated up on the slides, is we provide individual and group support and guidance to enhance the social development for our students. We provide crisis support as well as guidance to the students, parents, and to the school staff. We coordinate and integrate community resources. We reach out to the communities to ensure that the services in Kennedale is conducive to the families that we service. We also do inform students and parents their rights and responsibilities as it relates to the services and helping to be able to advocate for themselves. We are big pushers to help parents to use their voice. And then also too, we consult with the parents regarding their child's academics, performance, as well as behavior and needs. We spend a lot of time in the classrooms to ensure, do a lot of observation to just make sure the child is getting what they're needing, not only academically, but emotionally as well.
All right, and again, I'm Emily Whitmire. I am the District Social Worker, and I service Delaney Elementary and Arthur Elementary, and I'll just kind of go through what it looks like, our referral service. So we do staff referrals, self-referrals, or a social worker professional judgment, and I'll kind of go through what each one means. So a staff referral is when a teacher or someone else on campus sees a student, interacts with the student, knows that student, and thinks, man, they would really benefit from our services. So they put in a referral online, and then we see the referral, we process it appropriately, and then we make our next steps to make contact with you and the student. And so it's not that they're in trouble, it's not that anything horrible is happening, it's just they think, they could benefit from some extra support. And then there's self-referrals. So if you see this and you think, man, my student would really benefit from some of these services, maybe extra supportive guidance, then you can reach out to us. We'll have our contact information at the end. And then there's social worker professional judgment. So sometimes, as social workers, we're on campus, we're interacting with students, and we see and talk to students and think, maybe they're struggling a little bit. Maybe they're having a hard time making friends, or they say, man, my grades aren't really great. And we build that kind of rapport with them, and we think, well, we'd like to do more work with them. We'd like to include them in our SEL groups, or we'd like to do some more individual work. Then we'll reach out appropriately as well.
We are communities and schools. We are social workers at the high school level and at the middle school level.
Yes.
My name is Tina Thomas.
And my name is Miss Tovar. So Communities and Schools has been around for the last 26 years. Since its inception, graduation rates haven't dropped below 98%, so it's pretty impressive as far as the results. Our mission really is to surround students with the resources that they need to be successful and to eventually graduate from high school.
That's right. So what do? We work with students on their social emotional level. We work with families, and we support students to see that they graduate, and we try and eliminate any obstacles in their ways. At the high school and at the junior level, it looks very different, but the general services that we offer include social emotional learning, goal setting, conflict resolution, which is something we do more so at the high school, and also at the high school we focus on career and college and career exploration, all things related to college like FAFSA, looking into just the finances and all of those things that get students to just be excited and be motivated.
Yes. And the really neat thing about Communities and Schools is that we really cater to the needs of not just the individual campus, but each individual student. So those needs are going to look very different. At the junior high level, something that's very popular is something called lunch groups. So that gives students a safe space where they can eat lunch in a quiet place, and out of it comes a lot of opportunities. They meet people that they don't normally get to talk to, and we get to celebrate. A lot of the times we do something called Donut Friday, or we have pizza parties, and that's just an incentive to get our kids to want to pass their classes or to come to lunch group. I really encourage lunch group, especially for students who have a hard time socializing. They can really learn some good social skills from that. Another thing that I do at the campus is basic needs assistance. So we have students that need clothing or food or really anything that you can think of. An awesome resource that we have within our campus is that we have something called a donations closet. So we have pantry items, we have clothes, and we would not be able to provide any of these services if it wasn't for our stakeholders in the community that provide these donations for us to be able to not only help the students, but help our families. So one thing we want to advocate for is if you have any donations that you can donate to our campuses, we would greatly appreciate it.
So what does it look like to be a part of CIS? So for our students, we ask that parents fill out a consent form. Once we get our consent form, we can continue working with students or start servicing our students. Would you like to talk about?
Yeah, so what that looks like, once we get the consent form, we can start services with the student. We try to work with them for at least 2 hours a month. As case managers, we have a total of 78 students each. We normally have more than that, and so that really allows us to be able to focus services to those students. And of course, we provide services to everyone, even students that are not case managed. So again, if you have interest, if you believe that your child would benefit from these services, I usually send out an email. And that includes a link to a consent form, but your student is also more than welcome to come into either one of our offices and get a paper form as well. And just as a reminder, from a case management perspective, we would not be able to work with a student unless we have parent consent.
That's right. And in addition to the students that we service, we also do school-wide events and work to just service our community. So if you feel that your student would benefit from our program, please reach out to either of us on our contact sheet, and we will get you that consent form and reach out to your student.
Now, as you see, we provide great services here in Kennedale District from the social workers and case manager stands. We are here to support the parents as much as we can. We are not here to say we got you. We just want to do whatever we can to support you and your child to make sure that they're successfully, again, not only academically, but socially and emotionally as well. So thank you so much for your time.